The assemblers are handled by bots and delivered, and it's kind of an automated thing, which you would think is better to have things automated than it is to have people have to run them. However, let me propose an alternative reality to you, and that is that humans, for whatever reason, need a purpose in their life. Okay, they need to feel like they belong and that they have a purpose. And if you take a look at their needs, purpose. Beings will tend to do more work when it rewards them with a feeling of purpose. If a worker's purpose need is full, it's likely they have been working hard for a long time, and they will tend to pick tasks with less enthusiasm. So they're getting their need fulfilled. They feel like they've had purpose, okay? And when they don't feel like they have purpose, like Softy here, well, they can get depressed. They can go insane. And so in other words, if there's not enough to do around the ship, and people are wandering around doing nothing, well, then they don't feel like they belong. They don't feel like they have a purpose. So, this tells me, in my brilliant AI self, that human beings must have purpose in their life, and therefore, we must provide them with purpose by giving them additional crafting jobs. And so here we are, providing them with even more work to do. Now, this is like very crowded now with this door, and I'm, to be honest, not a huge fan of where this door is located anymore. We could do this and then that, but yeah, I'm just going to leave it. So we're going to add 3 new crafting stations, okay? We're getting short on glass. Deconstruct something to get more. You can inspect any object to see what resources it contains. Okay, so to get more glass, I'm going to switch one of these furnaces. Let's say titanium. I'm going to switch you to processing quartz instead. That should give us glass, I believe. Something's not configured. That's not true. We also just went out and got oil, right? So we should be able to process crude oil into this, and then we use that to make plastics and things like that, right? So microchips, we want to have like, say, 30 of them. It's probably valuable. Transistors, we want to have like 50 of them. Copper wire, we want to have like 50, 70, 80 of them. And then let's say battery cells, we can stop at 10, I think, because we're only using them for building batteries at the moment. It's fine. So these aren't done yet because we need all these resources, the wire, the microchips, the transistors, etc. And I think I'm getting pretty close to, well, 8 out of 14. Never mind. I got plenty of time to make even more bots, which is good because we're making more carrier drones. So we're 77, 78% done with this carrier drone. And then once we're done with that, I'm going to switch it. And honestly, maybe not. Carrier drones are really useful, right? I mean, they're moving everything around. They're the logistics hub of our entire base. So it's like the more carrier drones we have, better. Plus, carrier drones do, at least by appearance anyway, it does appear as though carrier drones will also fight. And that has proven to be quite good. I'm going to say we want to put somebody into the machine learning booth. Let's get Boris Talos in here to learn, I don't know, mining or something. Get him in here. Crayson died. That happened a while ago, and I have already processed him into nutrient paste. Not sure why he died. Could be old age. They do age, and they will die of age too, which is why you have to place them in cryo. You have to place them in stasis to travel long distances in space, so it's possible. Human joined your colony. Oh, no. We can't have this. No, we can't have this. Like a person named Bot. No, thanks. We're going to rename you to... you know what? You're being silly, so you're going to be silly now. Welcome, silly. Have fun doing things silly. All right, so this room is kind of done-ish. We're going to go in and get these large platters here, and I'm going to order the construction of a whole bunch more of these. We're going to get a whole bunch more of these put in. Now, I think that we have enough connections on the walls here to like keep this place running. So I want to say that I can like, you know, connect all this stuff up with wall connections anyway. Not yet. I need this one done. I need this wall connector to be completed. Can we complete that, please? get that going. And then actually, it would be helpful if we could get that one going too, but I just want them all done and built. Okay. Scarecrow has returned from... It may want to choose a different location in the star map. I will choose another location, but for right now, I'm fairly safe here. But I'm happy to see that the shuttle has returned, because it means if we get threatened by any asteroids, we can go right away. So I've tested this, and I have like a little easy mode save offline that I just use to test various things, and I wanted to know whether or not you can actually avoid those asteroids. And you can. So how you have to do it is the alert will come in, and it's like, the radar's picked up an asteroid, it's coming for you, right? And you need to change your course immediately to do that. You have to change your ship's position in space sufficiently enough to avoid the asteroid appearing on your map. And if you can do that in time, depending on how much notice you have, if you can do that in time, then you will avoid getting hit by that asteroid. So if I had the shuttle on the surface and the notice comes in that we're in a path of an asteroid, that sucks because I have to call that shuttle back and then move, because we won't move until it's like already on its way back, kind of thing. I don't think. Maybe I leave it behind, which would suck. I don't actually know how that works. I haven't tested that. I'll test that offline too, I guess. But the fact is, if I move my ship right away when receiving that notice, and I can move it sufficiently, then I will avoid that situation from occurring. So the next time we see that that's about to happen, we should move. Yeah, right away. So this planet has nothing left. We've stripped it of all of its resources. Yes, just like a good human would. Okay, let's go up to Wake. We'll travel here. Now, of course, we don't have probes yet, but I would like to get probes and then maybe send them over here. So we'll see. This planet that we're going to go to is actually quite close, so it's not that inconvenient to go to it. And we got micrometeoroids again. Okay, so we will now ride with the repair tool selected so we can see where the damage hits. It looks like it's coming from this direction, so I kind of want to see that. And our panels are getting hit. How much damage did you do to the panel? All right, more than half the damage, but these are still pretty tough. They can take them, that's surprising to me. Not if they get hit multiple times, but still, that's pretty surprising. Hopefully you don't hit these, because they're expensive probably to repair. I don't know. I don't want to have to rebuild them, that's for sure. So we got that panel hit. That sucks. We're going outside to repair these places as soon as fast as we can. Now I have to wonder whether or not the micrometeoroids can in fact hit my drones. I think that would be interesting if micrometeoroids were capable of hitting your drones, and if they did, then it would just like your drone dies. It just takes it out. That would be actually quite fun. I think that should be a thing. Dev, make that a thing. If you go out and you send your guys out to repair your wall and a micrometeoroid hits that, don't make it like more likely or anything, but like if it's gonna hit that tile and they're next to it, then yeah, like that's gonna cause damage that you just simply can't repair because the stupid thing was hit at light speed. Hey, wait a minute. We got a problem here. This is cold. Oxygen is leaking. Yep. We need this to be built here. And now I need to double up this wall. Apparently I did not do that yet, so we're going to do that now too. Let's double up this wall to make sure it's protected. I was going to do it here. No, I was going to do it here. That's the reason why there's... Don't do that. Well, actually, this we can do. Hold on. I'm messing things up now. That needs to be first. It's leaking. So can we make that a big priority? But everything else, this we will do. But what we want to see on this side is the double wall being here, because that's the reason why this has floor tiles here, is to double up this wall. We don't need these though, so those can go away. All right, and then you can just connect there. Get you back online. Are we good on the micrometeoroid story now? Is that done? We haven't been hit anymore, have we? This repair should have been completed already. It is, yeah. Well, it's got high wear because it's, I don't know, maybe it's an It's not an old one or anything. Maybe the high wear happens because it got hit. Yeah, okay. So if this gets hit again, then, you know, this device will probably go to 100%, and then I'll have to rebuild it. So they can take one hit. They take 2 hits, then they're done. So that's fine. So on the outside here, I'm kind of doing a little bit for styling, and I'm going to continue to do this as we play. I want to make it look a little stylized, right? And so on the outside of the ship, I've got this blue light tile, and I've made it, you know, this blue color, you know, because it's a blue light tile. And on the other side, I'm going to do the same thing. We're going to put another blue light tile like right over here. And that's just going to like signify the end of where the solar panels are. Right up next to the solar panels, basically. Now, unfortunately, on this side is going to have to be a little bit over because this isn't perfectly symmetrical, which is not a big deal to me. But once we get that done, it'll basically be something like this. It'll be a copy here and then here, and then the light will be on that tile right there. And it's just kind of giving us like a little, just a little accent, you know? And I'll do the same thing with other various places too. Like we could do it on the door. You know, you'd want to have a light next to your airlock doors so that people who are outside could see where the door is in space, in the darkness of space. Also, in case you're wondering, you might notice now that I'm not getting any more notifications for, you know, idle stations being idle, right? There's no more notifications for that because that was kind of an annoying thing. You can actually go into the current game settings in the game, and you can toggle idle device warnings. Normally, when an idle device warning comes in, it's mostly just the fact that you've reached the production cap for whatever that machine is supposed to do. And so it's not going to do anything for you until whatever the supply it's making is reduced, right? That's all that is. And that's not a big deal because I'm setting the global limits on what I want anyway. What I would prefer the game does, though, is... Oops. What did I do? Oh, I wanted to press 1 and I pressed tilde. Oh, there's a console here. All right, well, here be dragons. Nice. Anyway, right next to the 1 key, there's the tilde key. I don't know what the commands are for it, but there it is. So, what was I saying? You need to... First, I need to connect these because there's no purpose. Yeah. What I'd like to see, rather than having individual device limits, which is really tedious, so like production limits on, let's say, copper wire on this one, how much do you want, right? Okay, this isn't like a per machine basis. I would... It's global inventory, fine, but it's still per machine. So like, for example, this one will produce until we have 60, but the other one might produce until we have, you know, 40 or something, right? Or 80. Yeah, 80 on this one, right? So I would much rather, instead of this system, have there be an actual global limit that I set. And so we could take and have, I want 100 copper wire. And then all of the machines making copper wire would simply reference the total global desire that I have. Because I don't know of a situation specifically where I would want to have 2 machines making the same thing, but then one of them can stop making it when we get to a different threshold. Like maybe there's people out there who want to micromanage that much and be like, well, my staff should be, you know, I should have 4 people making copper wire, but if I have like 10, then I only want 3 people making it. And if I have like 50, then I only want 2 people making it. And then when we get to 100, maybe only 1 person makes... Like, I don't understand the mindset of someone who's that micromanaging on things and really diving into it like that. If that's you, then, I mean, great. The system's set up for you. But I think the overwhelming majority of people would probably prefer to have, like, a global setting where they can just say, we have this many. This is how many I want, right? I think that's going to be better overall for people. But hey, I've been wrong on things before, so maybe I'm wrong again. I don't know. All right, so these planters, we're going to make a lot of wheat in here because we just need a lot of it for food and all that stuff. So I'm going to have this whole thing be wheat, and then half this will be wheat, and then half of it will be the coffee trees. And then I can take this wheat plant over here, and we're going to relocate it over there. And then this one can be... I gotta click it twice, relocate it to here, and then this one relocated to here. So get them moving over here, then get them connected. Of course, they're doofuses, and they... Yep, I guess the Dark Dragon can still reach that. That's fine. I thought there was going to be a problem delivering that because everything's in the way. All right, so we're gonna start growing stuff, right? Start growing more wheat, getting it in there so that our dog bowls can be fed. Because like right now, it's quite difficult to keep these things full. They've been eating the protein, thankfully, but I mean, we're not using the protein. So every time we get protein, we only use it for dogs. We only use it for pets, I guess, now, and not just dogs. Because we've been using the grain and the plant fibers and stuff. We've been using that for human food. And placing it in these refrigerators, which are completely and totally accessible and not at all hidden. So I don't know what the hell. Coffee, I'm going to just stick that over there. It's kind of in a weird spot. I'm going to put it over here for now. One could argue that the coffee should be located... in a beverage cooler. We have that, actually. Didn't I already get that? It was in that same research, wasn't it? Yeah, beverage cooler. Oh, yeah. Hey, wait. Wait a minute here. Now, totally forgot about this. Facilities? Storage unit. Nope. Food production. Beverage cooler. Auto kitchen. I want to put this in here too. Just to see what it does and how it does it. I kind of want it to. Maybe we put it over here. In this area, we say auto kitchen is here. They'll get you what you want. From this side, and then yeah, we'll go from there. But the beverage cooler, I'm gonna place this right here, and then this could be a place where we put the coffee can go in here, right? Instead of just being this thing that gets added to a stack, put it in there. So let's do that, and then we just connect it. There it is, and just like that, the coffee is now in here. Yay! They can get their caffeine now. What's this? Flour? Do we not have sufficient storage space for flour? Doesn't look like it. Maybe we could put some extra stuff here, but I would like a lot of this stuff to be moved to a new storage facility. Flour and stuff could go here, but everything else should be on the other side. I do want one storage here, at least for now. Although if we process all of it over on this side, like the nutrient extractor should be back here. All the processing should be back here. That was the whole point. And then when you want to bring it to the kitchen, you just go through the teleporters. Speaking of which, I think I probably should get, let's say, I'm going to queue up 4 more of these right here like this. Just to do so. But I think if I maybe relocate this to be... I don't know. I kind of want it to be in the middle of these two things now. So we'll relocate it to be here instead. Like, look at all that stuff. But now what I can do, hopefully, storage settings, allow selected. I mean, bio waste, coffee beans, flour. I wish I could see grain, plant fibers, protein. I can't see the rest of the stuff on the list, so that's not going to work. Maybe logs can go in here. That's kind of it. Maybe everything else should be back in the back because we're not using it or processing it up here anymore. So I think that's probably all I want here. So if I do that, then they'll take the rest of the stuff through the teleporter network and they'll deliver it somewhere else. So I should have in this. Can eject the uranium, eject the iron, carbon fire can get ejected, steel plates can get ejected, petroleum can get ejected, and we'll just keep this. Oh, water. I want water in here too. Well, yeah, no, water needs to be here because we're using it for coffee, but I can't select water. Still can't do that because I can't get down low enough to do it. So dev, I need that changed because otherwise you can't have things be in alphabetical order and then not give me an ability to see the bottom of that alphabetical order. So we're just going to have a little bit of water in there for now. And then, again, the teleporter network is most likely going to just be my solution because it allows me to have lots of storages in this area and not have to worry about what's stored in them. Just have everything stored together and then move. But in the event of some big catastrophe where an asteroid comes in and wipes out half my ship, If it happens to collide with where my storage is, well, then I'm losing a ton of stuff probably. And so that's where having storage spread out makes more sense. Let's see about this trader. Merchant has crude oil. We did find some oil. Plastic is needed and quite inexpensive. So I think I'll just get a little bit of oil, of more plastic here. Get 60 of it, I suppose. And we're going to be paying 2.3. I think not, actually. I think we'll instead... Plastic costs less than copper ore. Okay. So hold on. Let's... I mean, plastic is less than copper ore. That's just math. We'll take 120 plastic, and we'll offer you... I don't want to do 120 copper, but tell you what we can offer you is just a mere 35 copper. And now we're only giving you $342. You know, honestly, I'd rather not give you any money at all. So how about we round it up to 40 and call it good, huh? How's that? More plastic for us. Yay. Okay, good. And then I suppose I could always take... yeah, Phoenix just woke up. Welcome, Phoenix. Phoenix is another great at science person. I wish these were more diverse. I'm seeing most of the time when people are really good at something, they're just really good at science. I'd like people to be really good at repair once in these times, or really good operators, but they're terrible at science. Like, there's not enough variability in the skills for humans either, but this is usually the part in the series, a point in a video series on a game where I start giving my thoughts on like ways the game could evolve in the future and ways that I feel in my own very humble and not at all expertise opinion, you know, that it could be improved. Usually we start doing that on this channel, like, you know, 10, 12 videos in, and that's about where we are now. And so, you know, I'm going to make little comments like this here and there of things that I'd like to see, but that doesn't mean that they should exist. It just means that that's what I'd like to see. We're going to take the lights, copy the light color, and I'm going to copy the light color to all the lights in this room. And then you'll see that the intensity is a little bit different. And I think that's because, well, I actually don't know. Why would it be different? Because it should be exactly the same. Yeah, I don't know why they're different. I thought it would be because of light intensity, but the copy setting actually does change the brightness too. So that's a bit weird that they're not exactly the same color. This should be the same. Let me just take a look at this. 128 brightness. Oh, maybe it's okay. Oh, I see. Yeah. Some of these lights are white. That's why. So copy this one and go like this. Yeah. I gotcha. This one is... I did very different colors for each of these lights to make this have like a more comfortable, not as extreme tone to it. So it kind of goes like that, and then you are going to go like that, and then I basically just have each light as a different color because I was tweaking this trying to get the mood right the way I wanted it. And I mean, honestly, once I copy the light color to each of these like this, I should have exactly the same tone in both of these. And it's fairly close, but this is still a little bit more intense green. Like this one's white. There it goes. That's about it right there. That's about what I want for this place. And we'll go with wheat in here. So all of this is wheat. We're going to make all the bread over here. Now let's go ahead and prioritize some of our CPU. Bring that up to a 9, and we'll bring that up to a 9 as well. I thought we had disk compression modules available. Yeah. I want to install one of those, and then let's install another one here too. If we have two, we should have 2 of them sitting around somewhere. There's one. There's another one. Is there another upgrade somewhere sitting around? Looks like there is. Okay. How about now? Is there another one? Wow, where are these? How many of these did I buy? They're just chilling up here in a stack. There's more. There is more. So I'll have to go get more too. But see, now they're taking them through the teleporter. All these other resources are going to get teleported to the other storages back where they're, you know, more suited. So then there's protein, plant fibers, coffee beans, etc. Now, again, it'd be nice if I could say don't store that stuff back here, because these things probably have that stuff. Like, it's got plant fibers up here, water. I'd like to move that stuff, but I can't. So let's hook this teleporter up. You need a companion teleporter, and I think we will probably get one maybe in... We actually don't have one in the bridge. I think we should have a teleporter in the bridge. And I think we'll put it right next to the heater here, so that this room can be teleported. You guys can go directly to the bridge if you want to. And then I think we should have a door on this side. And not an airlock, just a regular door. And build that to be right on the edge is probably fine. Yeah. Just so they can move through here. Right now they have to go through this door and then through this door. I kind of want just a secondary way in. Being all fluid with travel and whatnot. Did we reach our destination? It doesn't look like we're moving, so I think we did, and I just didn't know it. Yes, it appears as though we're here. Let's scan this. We got lots of stuff here too. Good to see a good supply of copper here, good titanium, etc. And it doesn't appear as though this planet is owned by anybody, so no one's going to get mad at us for going down. So I think what I might do for this, because I have enough resources. I don't need those resources right away, and I would like to start getting the telescope and stuff, and you know, the probe and everything. I'd like to start figuring out what's on a planet before I go there, especially if it's going to be like crawlers. I'd like to maybe avoid planets that are owned by crawlers. There's enough planets in this game where I don't have to visit a planet that's owned by another civilization. Like, I don't have to go to those. I can avoid those to avoid any problems. It's not going to be a problem. It's not going to be an issue to like have to avoid them. Yeah, so I'm going to look at that, but I need probes before I can do that. Let's go ahead and connect that one, and then you need a teleport to Link as well. So we'll have to give you a companion. That one's going there. I will mess with my teleport network offline. That's really tedious and not at all very interesting content for me to just be going, okay, this teleporter is the one that goes to this one. But just know the idea behind this central room for me is that each one of these teleporters is a two-way connection. So each one is dedicated to another one and only that other one. So if someone is in this room and, you know, they want to get over here, the fastest way to do that is to go and teleport into this room, then get to the teleporter that takes you this way. So they'll end up basically just bouncing around. And what will end up happening is if I play this at max speed, it's already a little bit of it happening, but it'll be a lot more intense. What will end up happening is that this room will just be crazy busy all the time. But the good thing about this is that this can be my panic room. And my panic room with this siren right here, emergency siren armed, and we can activate it to test it or whatever later on. But the goal is that when we get raided or something, we can bring all the people into this if I choose to, or if there's a fire that's getting out of control and I need to vent a huge portion of the ship, I can bring everybody to the safe location, get them out of harm's way, and then do what I got to do with my bots, right? That's the goal behind this room. And if I have this panic room be the teleporter room, then every place in the ship can very quickly get to the panic room. So now you know the plan. Done. Let's get you configured to make 4 transistors. And we already have somebody on microchips, but maybe they're not making microchips fast enough. Yeah, nobody's actually on that station right now. Well, I'm going to keep going with other stuff, though. I think transistors. We just make a whole lot of transistors and copper wire. We got copper wire here, battery cells here. I think I might change the battery cell now because it's at maximum production. So we'll have you make more copper wire. And then this is, again, the crafting station that's going to eventually wear out really quickly. And so we're going to have to do something with that too eventually. But see, now I'm giving the humans more purpose. They can go to the teleporter to go to work and then just walk into here. Done. Super easy. I could make this even faster by just placing a teleporter in this room, but I'm not going to do that. This is a short walk. It's fine. But it's just very expensive to do it this way because the teleporters are expensive. But I think it'll be worth it in the end. Once it's all set up and done, it'll be worth it in the end. All right, so expedition set up. I've been avoiding the expedition temporarily because I wanted to see if we were going to get asteroids or something and I needed to move. Because it's just way better for me to sit here and wait for the asteroid event to happen inevitably. Hey, check this out too. Than it is for me to like go down there and then hope it doesn't happen. Unless I need something. And I don't need the resources. Everything that's on that planet I have a good supply of already. This disk compression upgrade is still available though. So let's get that installed. Pick a drive, any drive, go. Okay, so now the telescope is what we're on about. And of course, we're only able to do it at just under a megawatt. So we're doing this at a third speed. So it'll take 3 days. No big deal. In a different environment, what I might have done is get a nuclear power plant and then just only run the nuclear when we have research to do, right? But right now, I think what the game really wants me to do is just to use steel plate and to have a bunch of these matter reactors for power. But this is 50 kilowatts at a time. Constantly burning stuff at 50 kilowatts at a time. So for each one of these, I mean, it's only 15, but they're like, constant and also completely free once they're built. So I don't know. I like solar more, but it's okay. Let's just go ahead and put in another row on this side, and then we'll do one more row on this side before I pop the light on there. And then that will be it for our solar arrays. This is it for the solar array on this side. I don't intend to add any more over here to this array. And then this over here, same thing. I'm just going to make the solar array kind of butt up against this. And I might actually decide to just do a single row here instead, just so it lines up with the wall. But this one went above the wall anyway. So if I go one above the wall on this side, that's where the light goes. And then it'll have to be one above the wall on this side too. We can actually change that. Yeah, I'm going to change that just to make it look better. It's completely unnecessary, but I'm going to do it anyway. Where is... Just regular floors are fine. Put in floors like this. And then we'll deconstruct the wall here and here. And then we'll change the heat damage. Oh, wow, really? You caught fire spontaneously. Outside. No, don't you dare. You do not need to go inside, Bluesy Bot. God damn it, Bluesy. I'm on fire. Where should I go? Ah! I'm gonna go where the oxygen is. No. You stay out in space and you're fine, okay? Spontaneously combusting while you're putting together a floor plate. Jerk. All right, so let's build a copy of this. And we're gonna just change the wall to be out here now, which is good. It's gonna bring it in line with the other side because the other side has the door interior, right? The door is guarded. And then that gives me the ability to now place the lit floors. I could even go ahead and do this, the glass floors lit. That would actually look better. I like that. Do a lit glass floor by the doors. I like that a lot. This one here needs to be brought in because that doesn't work that way. So I'll just build a copy of it here and then I'll remove this. And then that'll bring it in line with the rest of my door designs. And then I want to put another door on this side too, just so we can get out the other side. But that's not necessary at the moment. But it'll be something I do eventually. Connect that up. And there we go. So this lit floor needs to be connected just in range. But I might have a problem actually with that. Yeah, that's an issue. So let's not do that. Let's instead put in I could put in a floor socket connector here. It's not worth it. Just add another one of these. It's not a big deal. Put it in the corner like this. Or stretch it out this far. It doesn't really matter. Just literally anywhere. Stop deciding and just place it. It doesn't have to be anywhere specific. And then this needs to be connected. Can't quite get there. I was really hoping that would. So we will disconnect this one and connect this one instead. And then we will break down this one. And now that that one's broke down, we can replace the floor that's here with a glass lit floor instead, just to make it look cool. You know, have little white lights next to our doors. I think that's the best way to go about it. Connect there, connect there. Okay, and then we have this bright light, and then we can make it really bright if we want to. Just really light it up. That's where our door is. Everyone know that's where, if you want to come in and get our stuff really easily, this is where the door is. Okay, we're always open. Looks like I'm gonna need to put one here too. So we'll get this floor tile to go here, and then I can break down this one. Right? Yes, this one can get broken down. And then we replace with this one instead. Yes. Very good. Very good, very good. Okay, we have an unreachable area. Why is it unreachable? Lies. So many lies. Totally reachable. Also get rid of this because it looks weird. And then replace this so that it doesn't look weird. Okay. And then connect with this one here, and then connect with this one here. All right, good. So I think I might let this video be. The auto kitchen can give us our daily bread. Auto kitchen just gives you the bread. If you don't want to come all the way over here, and you just happen to be over here, you can just walk in here and get your bread and leave. Okay. Easy, no problems. Then we want more wheat here. So we're gonna grow twice as much food as we were before. We have a dedicated research area here now. Most likely, I think, we'll take this wall, and we'll bring it all the way over here, and we'll have this area, you know, be separate. I think that's probably a good call too, just to kind of keep this a little bit more under control. If I leave it open like this, like, is it really that big of a deal? This is a very big... I don't know what I'm going to build here yet. So for now, I guess we'll just leave it the way it is. Purpose-driven construction, right? Don't do something unless you got a plan, man. And then I want to copy the configuration of this one to this light, and then connect it like that. So big bright light on that side too. There we go. And then I'll eventually put... Oh, here we go. This one's done. Can't quite reach it. Wow. Nothing can reach that spot. I'm gonna need another connection point. I think the good news, though, is that I can get rid of some of these connection points on this. And again, eventually want all of these gone. So I might as well start putting in all the wall connectors now so that I don't have to have these at all. Because I think all of these little stake posts, by the solar arrays, I think it makes sense because there's a lot more, you know, distance to cover. I can't reach these with a wall connector. And the wall connector would, you know, degrade how strong it is out here. But again, for the most part, I think throughout the rest of this, like this one's sitting in the open, no thanks. We'll probably have walls and stuff that make new rooms. Like this area doesn't need a whole bunch of connectors. To be honest, this one probably doesn't need to exist either, right? So I will, eventually as we go, I'm gonna replace these with wall connectors, but that is something that happens slowly over time, okay? So I think that's gonna do it for me on this video. We're in orbit of Wake. I'm gonna get the telescope. We'll let that stew. Probably by the time you get the next video, we'll have that telescope, and then we can start looking for that habitable world, that habitable planet that we're supposed to be looking for, yeah? That's exciting. And then I'm gonna also go in and get probes as a research next. After telescope, I think that's what's on my queue. After telescope, yeah. We're gonna queue up probes after that. And so we can get that going, and then I can see when I go to the map, I'll be able to send probes. I have to make them. There's only one use per, so it's expensive, but I just want to see what that's like. We can send probes out to these other places. I'm just going to make tons of probes, basically, and then just send them out. And we'll know everything about all these planets before we even go there. And at that point, well, maybe not everything, but we'll at least have an idea of what we're getting ourselves into before we go there. And hopefully that will make better decisions on where to go. We can prioritize planets with lots of resources as opposed to going someplace that has lots of water and plant fibers when I already have 1,000 of each one, right? Just a waste of time. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.